Hey folks, how you doing? Chief Lane here for another episode of Tailboard Talks. It is actually April 6, 2025. Let's jump in, let's get started. And this is, of course, our first Tailboard Talks as a accredited fire department. So we definitely do appreciate that. And speaking about accreditation, on City Council tomorrow at 16:30 hours at City Council Chambers, we will actually have our update to Council on our accreditation. That'll be item 1.4. And we're asking if anybody's available that would love to come by. It's very early in the meeting. If you'd love to come by, please be a part of that as you support our fire department, as we make it that proclamation, if you will, to City Council on this achievement that all of us have actually worked so hard for and all of us have actually strived for. And this is a great thing. We're able to actually meet up with Chief Kenny Dobson, who was a fire chief from 2006 to 2014, who had the idea of accreditation for our fire department in 2007. Many of you guys, such I believe Chief Alexander and so many others, were actually a part of that initial push to get that done. So we definitely want to actually just highlight that some 18 years later in the culmination of that. So huge news for us as the city of Fort Myers. And that those that don't know, there's only 3 of us now that are actually accredited in Lee County, that being Ione McGregor, City of Cape Coral, and now of course us, City of Fort Myers. So great stuff. There's several other items on that City Council meeting. We actually have the lease agreement for our 2 Sabre trucks that hopefully will be in this calendar year. We have 2 EM items, and this is going to be for city manager to have declaration of authority to be able to get our funds back in that PA. We actually have the roof for Station 15 to get that actually contract signed and working on. The ductwork will come sometime a little bit later on that, but just keep in mind that is something still on our radar. We also have item 7.15, which is another EM item, which is going to be for our public assistance to be able to actually extend our contract with Tetra Tech on this particular item as far as the performance period is actually concerned. This is actually 2 other items on City Council that are actually of importance to us. One is that of the SPIN contract. SPIN is actually, if you've ever been to some of these bigger cities that actually have different scooters and things like that that they can use in the downtown area. That ideology is actually coming to the city of Fort Myers. So there's actually a contractor called Spin who's actually going to see if they make the cut for the city of Fort Myers to have in our backyard to be able to utilize that. So as of course our city emergency services, we know that we'll be running an increased amount of calls when those, if they actually do go into effect. So let's be mindful of that and let's kind of watch that. I'm gonna move this camera a little bit, just kind of get rid of that little bit of a shadow. Cool, there we go. And other little thing is actually we do have, which is very uncomfortable to say, but there is actually a item on council for the termination of City Attorney Grant Alley. So that probably will get a little bit of fanfare, definitely get a lot of media coverage on that. Outside of that, we actually have some training that's going to be going on at Royal Palm Square. This will be take place this month and next month. This upcoming month, we'll be working on courtyard lays. We'll be working on some vertical ventilation. I'll be working for open wide area search. So we'll be doing quite a bit of different things. And this is actually going to be a cooperative training event. So there will be other departments there. There will be other trainings there. We actually will be able to learn. There again, as I always say, this is a learning environment. This is not a competition. This is not a place in which we actually try to measure ourselves against other people. This is how we can actually have an opportunity to become the best version of ourselves. As we know, with accreditation, a commitment to continuous improvement. And of course, then we also on this Tuesday, which is April 8th, we'll have our second Legacy Day. This will take place at Station 11, and we'll have retired Battalion Chief Wally Peters, who actually served the city for some 36 years. So if you're around and about and you want to actually come and be a part of that, learn some stories, learn some history of our city, and even kind of learn from some things that we could continue on with as a department, please come on out. That'll take place there again this Tuesday at Station 11. This will be a great thing as we continue to actually pay homage to those that came before us. Other thing I want to throw out a lot of thank you to those crews who actually let fire prevention know about some of the violations taking place at our mother's home. And this is just a great little underline or highlight to what we'd like to see happen in our department, where we're actually talking amongst divisions to make sure we're actually meeting the needs of our citizens and our residents, and of course business owners and visitors. So want to make sure and thank you guys for that, giving us the heads up. The other thing to talk about heads up is going to be there are several protests scheduled throughout our community. And of course, us being Fort Myers, we're the county seat of a lot of things in Lee County. So a lot of the protests may come to our particular area. So keep your head on a swivel, because we know that a lot of these protests can go from calm to crazy in a matter of seconds. So just be paying attention to it. A lot of us actually went through some protests and some civil unrest and some other things like that when we were dealing with the George Floyd 2020, 2019, someone like that. I'm not really exactly sure the exact year of it, and we handled that beautifully. We'll do the same thing here. We always have good customer service and allow people to actually exercise their constitutional rights, whether you agree with it or you don't agree with it. It doesn't matter. We are here to provide a public service, so just kind of keep that in mind. Next thing is going to be our award ceremony. That's actually going to be this Friday, April 11th, and that'll be at the Clubatory. Be from 6 to 9-ish. So we look forward to you guys coming out. So we'll have awards and pinning ceremony. There's a lot of folks who we want to recognize, and part of us being a family is actually coming out and supporting those who are going through and getting pinned and getting recognized, and their families and all this other great stuff coming out. Please be a part of that. This is something that we're trying to institute as an organization to carry farther throughout our and then put into our culture, that so whenever we have on an annual basis, we're always recognized, because we have the potential to miss so many people when we're not actually being active and recognizing. And we'll do our best to actually even recognize those that we call kind of like a Phoenix Award, those who have actually had saves in the field. So a lot of recognition. We'll put more information about that coming here soon. The other thing is that we want to actually talk about something that we're going to be launching this month. Is going to be the WTF Wednesday. We want to actually have this to actually dispel any type of rumors and all this other nonsense, and also to have a discussion. See, Tailboard Talks is a monologue. We want to have a discussion with you all where you can ask questions, we can give you information, and that'll take place on not every month, but once a month on Wednesdays. You can submit questions, or you can ask right there on that particular team's meeting. And it doesn't stand for what the normal WTF stands for. It actually stands for is what's the facts. What's the facts? What's the facts? Because what we want to do is try to educate our department on what's going on and why we're doing what we're doing, and you can have a good basis to what that is. What are the facts? And we're actually going to start off with accreditation and also that of support 10. And so that'll be our first discussion. We'll have Jessica put that out this week to you all, and you guys know the exact date. I believe it's going to be this Wednesday that we want to try and hold that. We may actually do 2 Wednesdays just because it's short notice. We want everyone to actually have a chance to participate, because these are 2 very important subjects. So we'll actually put that out there. So the WTF Wednesdays could be What's the Facts Wednesdays, and actually answer your questions. So guys, continue to be out there, continue to keep your hustle on, continue to stay hungry, and continue to stay humble in all that you do as you preserve life, protect properly, prevent harm, and promote excellence. Guys, you are so special to us, and we're just a great and wonderful organization. I care about you, I care about the community, I care about the city. Keep doing what you're doing. Talk to you this week. Bye now.